Hi, I'm Indy Francis and I'm going to be exploring the ethical opinions and issues around fox hunting in the equine industry. I will also be discussing any solutions for change. I am lucky enough to live on the outskirts of Derbyshire, which is home to my local hunt, the Barlow Hunt. In this video, I will also be discussing why the Barlow Hunt have been involved in 2 court cases and the ethical issues and opinions around this.
The definition of fox hunting is described as the sport of hunting the fox across country with a pack of hounds by a group of people on foot and horseback, a traditional sport of the English land gentry. Fox hunting is known to have originated from Norfolk in 1534 as a form of pest control by farmers. However, it wasn't until the 18th century when fox hunting developed into its modern incarnation and was considered a sport. In England, fox hunting is known as a traditional sport which both men, women and children take part in.
In the UK today, fox hunting has a weak social licence to operate. This is due to the many controversial opinions around the sport.
Hounds were originally trained to hunt and kill foxes. However, this has been indicated to compromise fox welfare, which has led to government inquiry. The Burns Inquiry in 1999 found that there was approximately 200 active packs in England and Wales, which were estimated to kill around 25,000 foxes per year. Then led to the Hunting Act 2004, which made hunting of wild animals with dogs illegal in the UK. Despite the ban, hunts can still operate with artificial hunting, which mimics traditional hunting by following an animal-based scent. However, it is still possible for hounds to accidentally catch or flush a fox. To comply with the law, the fox has to be killed in another way, for example, shooting. Despite the ban, the Masters of Foxhounds Association have seen an increase in membership and state that in England and Wales there are 171 active packs that hunt within the law and a further 8 in Scotland. However, fox hunting is still a popular sport around the globe, with it still being legal in countries like Canada, Northern Ireland, etc. A full ban on fox hunting could cause a significant number of jobs lost for those involved, such as the huntsman, hunt staff, participant and their grooms. Figures from the Burns Inquiry in 1999 stated that there is an estimated 6,000 to 8,000 jobs dependent on the hunt. Although a precise figure could not be given then, there has still been no more research done since the Hunting Act 2004. Regardless of the ban, anti-campaign groups have reported illegal hunting and have gained picture and video evidence of hounds chasing the fox when out following the hunt. It has also been known for anti-campaigners to try and intervene and save the fox where possible.
For some time, the Barlow Hunt have been targeted by saboteurs. The saboteurs have an active presence on social media to try and gather evidence of any illegal hunting and to show the public what actually happens on a hunt. In Sheffield, there are 2 main hunt saboteur groups on Facebook. These both rely on fellow hunt saboteur members and the members of the public to tip them off if they see any hunts out.
The Sheffield Hunt Saboteur Group currently has over 22,000 likes on Facebook, and the Locals Against the Barlow Hunt has just over 4,000. Both pages are constantly sharing petitions for fellow SAB members and the public to sign, and also write a detailed description of their day if they are out following the hunt.
Saboteur groups have video evidence of the Barlow Hunt hounds chasing, catching and killing a fox. This incident occurred on the 17th of December 2017.
In this picture in the next video, it shows saboteurs attempting to retrieve the fox before the hounds kill it, and from this picture it is clear to see that they could not save the fox in time. The next video may be distressing for some viewers.
Leave it! Leave it! Leave it!
Barlow Hunt were first taken to court on the 8th of January 2020 over an incident that happened on New Year's Day. This incident involved Mark Davis, the chairman of the Barlow Hunt, who told the court he hit out in self-defence after being attacked by 2 of the Sheffield Hunt saboteurs. Mr Davis told the court that he first became aware of the 4 masked people when he heard his wife telling them to get off the land.
Mr Davis then proceeded to say that when he tried to prevent them from trespassing any further, he recollected being struck in the face by someone and falling to the ground. He then said that when he got up he was surrounded by 3 or 4 saboteurs and decided to tackle the nearest person to him in fear he would be assaulted again. The court was shown a picture taken after the confrontation showing Mr Davis with a bloody nose and a cut and swollen lip.
After the 2-day trial, the judge accepted that Mr Davis feared for his safety and was acting out in self-defence. The Barlow hunt were then again seen in court on the 9th of October 2020 over an incident that occurred again on New Year's Day. Christopher White, the former master of the Barlow hunt, admitted to using threatening behaviour when challenging the saboteurs.
The video shows evidence of White riding his horse at campaigners and grabbing one of the campaigners whilst mounted. He is then seen to dismount his horse and hurl abuse and push the protesters. White was given a conditional discharge and ordered to pay £106 in prosecution cost and a further £21 victim surcharge.
It's important to be aware of all the welfare issues surrounding fox hunting. The main welfare issue is focused around the fox being hunted and killed by a pack of dogs, which is seriously known to compromise welfare. It's legal to shoot foxes all year round, whereas fox hunting is only done for a short season, which allows foxes to reproduce. When debating the welfare of a fox, it comes down to someone's personal opinion on how they portray the fox.
Some people portray the fox as a cute and fluffy dog-like animal, whereas others see the fox as a vermin-like predator.
A study in 2002 by Philip Baker looked at the effect of the British hunting ban on fox numbers. The study concluded that there was no significant change in the number of foxes during a 1-year ban, and that a permanent ban on fox hunting is unlikely to have a dramatic effect on fox numbers. There's extremely limited research when talking about the welfare of the horse, which is used when out hunting.
The hunt are not on the go at all times, unlike the media portrays, although when out hunting, horses are expected to be ridden over different challenging terrain and are asked to jump pre-made fences, ditches and hedges whilst out hunting. Some of the main injuries seen out on the hunting field are injuries to the suspensory ligaments, black thorns found in the joints and tendons, and overreaching injuries. However, due to the unpredictable demands of the hunting field, horses have been known to get stuck in bogs or ditches, which seriously compromises welfare.
Welfare of livestock and pets also has to be taken into consideration, as there has been several accounts of incidents occurring.
Hounds have been known to chase livestock, as shown in this video, as the calf is described to be running for its life. In December 2020, a hunt had to apologise to a cat owner as out-of-control hounds killed a much-loved pet cat who died instantly after being attacked by the hounds.
We can now look into the different ethical theories and opinions that apply to fox hunting. Hunt saboteurs are known to follow out hunts and to try and gather any evidence of any illegal hunting to show the general public to try and get a full ban on any type of hunting. The saboteurs believe the fox should not be hunted, let alone killed, so they use non-violent actions to try and disrupt the hunts and lay the hounds off the scent.
Saboteurs display the deontological ethical principle, which means the end result doesn't justify the means. They believe there are certain things that we are not permitted to do to animals, like hunting and killing a fox, and believe that all animals should be treated with respect. So they argue that they must take action by trying to disturb the hunt and put the hounds off the scent to prevent foxes from being killed.
The Farmer's Guardian released an article from a farmer who demanded a change on the fox hunting laws in England and Wales after losing 115 lambs in the past 4 years to foxes.
However, other farmers have been shown video evidence of hounds chasing their livestock. This can be extremely stressful for the animal, even more so if they are pregnant. The farmer is demonstrating the utilitarian ethical principle, which is expressed by doing the most good for the most individuals. A utilitarian takes into account how a certain action can improve the well-being of an individual and how many individuals will be affected. So the farmer believes killing the small numbers of foxes in order to save large numbers of livestock is ethically correct. The farmer is also demonstrating the ethical principle of a contractarian, as they believe all parties involved have their own interests, but cooperation and agreement is key for all parties to get along. So they believe that if the huntsman can keep the hounds and horses under control and not disturb any livestock while out hunting, then this is convenient for both parties.
I'm a horse rider and I support my local hunt. I event my horses throughout the summer and I find hunting them in winter helps to keep them fit. I love being a member of my local hunt as it allows a great opportunity to socialise and it allows me to appreciate the countryside that I live.
This individual is expressing the relational ethical principle, which is described as an action ethic that is placed within an interpersonal relationship. So they feel more empathy towards the horse, hounds and the countryside as they are engaged with the sport rather than the hunted fox.
An activist believes that animals should be treated the same as humans and have the rights to be free. Fox hunting is seen to compromise welfare for not only the fox, horses and hounds, but as well as livestock and wildlife. This person will describe hunting as cruelty, especially towards the fox, which will experience extreme distress during the chase and will more than likely be killed in a painful way.
An animal rights activist stands with the ethical principle of respect for nature. Instead of focusing on an individual, they look at the species as a whole and believe that all species have value to the planet and should be protected. They believe that nature should be left to run its course and decide when the animal dies, and that humans should not intervene with this unless the human has caused the issue in the first place.
Outside of hunting packs, many foxes are dug out and shot every year by farmers, landowners, gameskeepers and pest exterminators. Foxes in the UK do not have a protected legal status, which means it is not an offence to shoot a fox as a form of pest control, provided you have the landowner's permission. To comply with the law, up to 2 dogs can be used to flush a fox out of hiding if the fox is causing damage to your property or environment, or if the fox is threatening wild or game birds for shooting.
For an individual who sees foxes as pests, they express the ethical principle of a contractarian, as they have their own interest to kill the fox and are entitled to preserve this. As a form of pest control, they are legally able to shoot foxes all year round, and due to the contractarian view they have, they believe cooperation with other parties is worthwhile. So they believe that fox hunting is helping them control the population of foxes, as long as the hunt are not damaging any property, environment or threatening wild or game birds for shooting. So now we can look at solutions for change. The 2 main governing bodies for fox hunting are the Masters of Foxhounds Association and the Hunting Office. These ensure that riders, hunt staff and hounds all follow the strict rules and codes of conduct on how hunts and hunting should be conducted. However, there are no rules or information regarding horse welfare, unlike in other equestrian activities like British eventing, which have strict rules in place to protect the horse. So a solution for change could be introducing more information on horse welfare when out hunting. For example, due to the modern day hunts following an artificial trail, it is unnecessary for horses to be jumping dangerous and large obstacles. So all fences should be made safe for the horse to jump before the hunt goes ahead. When bad husbandry is shown out on the hunting field, a fine or ban should be in place like in other sports, and good husbandry should be rewarded. Changes like these may help to improve fox hunting's social licence to operate in the future. However, due to ethical barriers, it is hard to follow through with any changes. The main 2 ethical barriers that fox hunting comes across are to do with tradition and cognitive dissonance. Fox hunting as part of a tradition, and no one wants to lose that, and it is socially accepted by those involved. Cognitive dissonance is when someone is caused mental discomfort by holding 2 contradictory values. So this is for someone who believes that fox hunting is a good way to exercise hounds and horses but does not agree with killing the fox. To conclude, I hope this video has helped develop your knowledge around the ethical issues around fox hunting. The future of fox hunting is questionable. So do you, the viewer, think fox hunting will ever receive a full ban in the future?